So the third installment of the Hollywood franchise for Now You See Me, it's called Now You See Me, Now You Don't, is about to hit cinemas. In fact, it hits cinemas today, and we can be very proud to say that we have our very own Thabang Molaba in the cast. Thabang, and you are here today. Thank you for joining us. Congratulations. This is awesome.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you for having me.
Now, we know you best from Blood and Water, Netflix. You're a star there. It's quite a jump, like from local Netflix series to Hollywood production. Has it like sunk in? Because I know that you've been working on this project for a couple of years.
Yeah, it has sunk in, man. I mean, like a lot of people don't actually know. It all seems like, it happened overnight, but I've actually been working on these moves for the past 3 years. I went to Hollywood for the first time in 2022, I think, 2023, somewhere there. But for the past 3 years, I've been going there every year, meeting like producers or directors there in Hollywood. So it's always been like, it was bound to happen. And funny enough, Lionsgate, which is like the mother company producing Now You See Me, I was supposed to have a meeting with them that side, and it never happened. So out of all the studios and studio execs and producers and directors that I was supposed to meet, Lionsgate was the one that didn't happen. How crazy is that?
And now you end up doing a movie
what I'm
for
saying?
them.
Now I end up doing a movie with them, which is so crazy to me. But yeah, like it's very rare for that to happen.
So what was the process like landing the role that you did in Now You See Me, Now You Don't?
Oh yeah, I had an audition. I was here in Johannesburg. I had to submit a self-tape, which I hate actually. But yeah, I had to submit a self-tape, and they liked it. And then we had a callback where the director was in as well in the audition over Zoom. And he liked it. He was giving me like pointers every time with every single take, that do this like that, do that. And then I guess he liked it. And then a couple of weeks later, I get the call that, hey, you got the role, which was crazy. And funny enough, they actually started in the UK looking for someone who can play a South African.
Yeah.
So they couldn't find one.
Well,
So
that's no surprise. I mean, even though
I
there's a
mean,
lot of
look,
South Africans there.
It
but-
is a surprise because the UK has the best of the best.
Yeah.
Those are like some of the best actors you can ever find, and because they're British, it's not far off from our accent. They always get it right. So they couldn't find the guy, and they stumbled upon
Interesting.
me, and there we go.
Okay, well, I'm glad they did, because I do appreciate the fact that the plot of the movie is centered around a South African character and a South African diamond mogul who your character Letabo works for. So I appreciate the fact that they had an actual South African in the cast, bringing it to that.
100%. Yeah, I think that was a great move, because if they didn't get the accent right, we were going to be pissed, being like, hey, why didn't you guys just come here,
So we've mentioned that the film is centered around a South African diamond mogul, Veronica. They call her Vanderberg, but we all know it's Van der Berg.
Yeah.
Played by Rosamund Pike. She pretty much nailed the South African accent. She got it down. I could tell, okay, this is a lady from Sandton. There were
100%,
a lot
like
of South African references, and that's also something I appreciate when Hollywood movies reference South Africa. I'm pretty sure I heard you at some point go, "Yessie," and I heard somebody say, "How's it?"
Yeah.
Were you at all involved in consulting on the script?
Yeah, so I was telling the director, Ruben, that, hey, look, I'm going to put in a bit of like, South African expressions in there. It's like, yeah, actually, you're more than welcome to do that. I'd love that. And I told him, yeah, the audience is going to love it, And I did help Rosamund with a thing or two, like, for example, when white teachers say amahle,
Yeah.
the word that has a sound in
Yes.
it, they say amashle.
Yes.
So I gave her that point to say, hey, don't say it exactly how it is. Say amashle. It's gonna be perfect for the South
Say
Africans.
it incorrectly, and then
Yeah,
you're saying it right.
exactly. And she took it. She just like, yeah, actually, I love that. It's a great point that you're giving me, that I'm supposed to say it incorrectly.
As part of the build up to the movie, they've introduced South Africa's very own horsemen. One of them is Brendon Peel. He's with us.
There we go. I was waiting for that. I was
No,
why is he not introducing our illusionists here?
we had a whole chat before you came. Don't worry.
Okay,
We've got it sorted.
All right.
But
Yeah.
did you have to do like a lot of consulting, or did you do any work with people that are involved in magic before the role, as part of the role?
So no. So my character isn't involved in the magic. We actually hate the ones who do this magic stuff. So we're just like we want to destroy them. So none of that with me, no.
All right.
Yeah. But from my understanding, the other guys did, right?
Yeah, definitely.
The ones who actually do the magic, which is really cool, and it's cool to be part of being a South African horseman. Yeah, is amazing, and I'm so glad that there's so much South African sort of representation in the movie.
I hate to be this guy, Brendan, but show us a trick there, man.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, we could try something. Yeah, we could try something here on air. I actually have a book over here. So even though I'm being sort of put on the spot over here, there's a book over here, and just for the listeners, there's been no setup or collusion by anyone here, right? Even Thabang. No. So Thabang, I know you were in the actual movie. Yeah. And we're obviously here together, part of the sort of Now You See Me, Now You Don't tour, but you're not involved in this scenario. You don't even know what I'm about to do.
Yeah. I have no idea.
Just go ahead. All right. So let's try this, right? I want you, Thabang, just flick through the book and make sure it's a legitimate book. You can see this. If you really want to read it silently here on air for the next 2 hours, you're a quick reader. But you can see it's a legit book.
Yeah, I can see that.
I will sort of try and look away, and all I want you to do is just open up wherever you like and just look through the book and just pick one long and interesting word. Don't say it out loud, but just look at one long interesting word.
He's just finished learning scripts from a Hollywood movie, and now you're making him learn a script again, Brendan.
Yeah, you don't have to learn the whole book. Just one long and interesting word from there. You got one there, yes? Yeah, don't say it out loud, but you have one. You remember the whole word. It's quite a long word, yes? Just keep your finger on it.
Okay, look away then.
Okay, I'm looking away. He really doesn't trust me. All right, focus on the sort of last word, last letter of that word, right? I also have a whiteboard here and a marker. Keep your finger on that word so we can show the camera later. Yeah? Now, I have written down here, I believe, what your last letter is. What is the last letter of that word?
It's B.
B. Okay, I wrote down here R. And it's not R, it's B.
Yeah.
Because what I was focusing on is not the B. It was R is the second last word. Am I correct in saying that?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to focus on the entire word, right? And keep your finger on it. It's a weird word. You're thinking it's a weird word, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you're doing absolutely great. Just keep that poker face. And you open the book anywhere, and you selected this word at complete random. Now into the microphone, and I've just committed to this by writing it down, and everyone here in the studio can see I've just written down something down.
He definitely hasn't seen what you wrote.
Yeah, and I wrote down something here. I'm going to hold it here. I'm not going to do anything, but into the microphone and tell us all, what is your long, interesting word?
It's willow herb.
Willow herb?
Yeah.
I mean, that is a very weird, and I mean, if you want to even show the camera, you can. Yeah. Willow herb.
Yeah.
Is there any real possible way I could have known that?
I can try and
maybe potentially.
Yeah.
But willow herb, but really, that was completely random. This is a very random word. Yeah. Willow herb, and then of course what I wrote down here is willow herb. Your word, just like that.
Oh, these guys are so smart, and I think I saw somewhere like where they break down tricks and everything. This word, he purposefully made me choose it. Like that's the trick, right? Like you have to. The person has to.
You could have literally selected any word. Of course, you had anniversary, super sharp, whatever. So free and fair choice, of course, and you had any page. Yeah. So in a way,
so you know every long word on every page. Is that the thing there, or what?
Yeah, I always say, can you keep a secret?
Yeah.
So can I. So
Okay.
I'll teach you off air. I might show you off air.
Yes.
Tabang,
Yeah.
I am just as frustrated with magicians as you are right now. I love them and I hate them at the same time.
No, they mock us, you
Yes,
know,
they do, don't they? As much as Letabo hates magicians in
Yeah.
the movie,
Yeah.
I have the same disdain, but in a very loving way.
Yeah,
I mean
I
it.
appreciate that.
Tabang, listen, we're very proud of you. The movie's fantastic. I can't wait for everybody to see it. Congratulations. And just to come back to what you said a little bit earlier, you deserve to be up there with the likes of Jesse Eisenberg, Morgan Freeman, Woody Harrelson. Congratulations on the movie.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that.